We're going to start with transformations from f of x equals x squared, which is a parent function, to the graph. So my parent function starts at the origin. And so I'm going to always start on the middle of my graph and then try to get to my vertex, my middle point. In this case, I go to the left twice. And then I go up 2. I go to the left and up. But my parent function also opens up. Like it looks like a normal U. It looks like something like that. So for my graph to flip over, I had to reflect on X axis. So again, to tell your transformations, always start on the middle and try to get to the vertex, and that would give you the transformations. The next thing this question is asking me to do is to find standard vertex and intercept form for this graph, which means that we need to go to Desmos and give Desmos 3 points that we see on my graph. So I'm going to start with this point because it is on my green graph. It's the 0, 0 point. The vertex, it looks like it's this one right here, -2, 0. And then it looks like I have another clean point here at -4, 0. Oh, I messed it up. -2, this is a 2. My y value here is 2. There it goes. So we're going to put these 3 points on Desmos, and then we're going to put in the formula so that Desmos can give us our answers. So here's how I typed it in. Here's my table. Here's my formula for standard form. So now I have my a value to be -0.5. And then after the a, you need x squared. And then it's bx, so -2x. And then it's the c value, which is 0. So this is a, b, and c. And I just got them from Desmos. And you can do the same thing for the other forms. For example, for vertex form, I go to Desmos, I type in... So this is the one I use for vertex form. Notice it looks like the vertex form equation where you have ax minus h squared plus k. So for this one, we use a, h, and k. So y is equal to my a value, which is also -0.5. Hopefully you see that pattern. And then x minus the h value, which is a -2. So minus a plus -2, so it changes it to a plus. And then my k value, which is 2. If you have any doubts, this is a, h, and k. If you have any doubts you got the numbers right, you messed up the negative sign, whatever, you can always type it into Desmos and see that they match your graph. Like, see that the graph actually looks like you wanted it to look. And then if you do the same thing for intercept form, notice how I have still the same graph, but I use a different equation. This is the intercept form equation you have to use. So again, it still has the same a value, the -0.5. That does not change. That's still my a value. And then I have x minus p. P is 0. And x minus q. So minus and negative makes a positive. So we have something like that. The x-intercepts are p's and q's. So my x-intercept is 0 and -4. And then for my vertex, on vertex form, I use my h and k. So I'm going to move this out. H was -2 and k was +2. So that's how we can get a lot of this information just from Desmos. You just have to know which formula to type in. So please make sure you have these in your paper somewhere. I don't think I have them around my room. So please make sure that you have them available for the test.